Well, welcome back to Carolina Saltwater Living, y'all. Somebody requested that I make my homemade version of macaroni and cheese, and I do have a good one. But as I got started this evening, I told Lisa, wouldn't it be so much better if we add some shrimp to it? Kind of like some people like lobster and mac and cheese. We love shrimp around here, and so we're going to make shrimp or shrimpy mac and cheese. And it's going to take everything that you see sitting right here. Y'all, thanks for stopping in. Let's get to cooking because we're hungry. 1 pound peeled and deveined, medium-sized wild-caught shrimp. I'm going to use some brown butter, roasted garlic, Kinders. You can probably buy this at Walmart. Lisa got it for me at Christmas, and I really like it. A couple of different ones of them. I'm going to go ahead and get my shrimp seasoned, toss them around, and get them back into the refrigerator to stay cold until it's time to use them. But just go ahead and get them seasoned well and back in the refrigerator. While my water is starting to boil or heating up, we're going to use an entire 8 ounces of cheddar on this. So I've got to get it grated up because this is going to melt that much better. I'm making a bechamel or a sauce, a cheese sauce, but it's a bechamel. And I'm just adding a few different cheeses. I'm adding the regular cheddar, and I have a little bit of Parmesan and aged white cheddar here, about a half a cup. But it's going to take every bit of this for this mac and cheese. I do a crunchy crust for the top of my mac and cheese. In this bowl, I've got about a cup and a half, close to a cup and a half of panko breadcrumbs. Basically half of what comes in this container. There's 4 ounces in here right now. And to it, I'm going to take some melted butter. Think of it like a graham cracker crust you make in a pie. We're just softening up these pankos breadcrumbs with the butter. Give it a little jig like that, and that's all you got to do. Now it's on standby waiting for the topping. This is a 2-cup measure dried pasta, elbow macaroni. We're going to get close to 2 cups here. It may not take all of this, but we're going to have it just in case. Now that you have it measured out, straight into your boiling salted water. We're making a bechamel sauce, guys. Plenty of butter. And I always do a little squirt of olive oil as well. All-purpose flour, about a tablespoon and a half. Whisk it good. I'm on medium heat right now. It's like making gravy, y'all. After your flour is cooked for just a minute, take that raw taste out. Going to hit it with some muscadine, sweet muscadine wine. About a half a cup to deglaze. Give it a good stir. We don't want any lumps in this. Cut your heat back to about, not low, but just below medium. Start adding heavy cream. Whisk it as you go. This is a luxurious meal, y'all. But Lisa and I have been eating a lot of salads and a lot of smoothies. That's how we get away with having a luxurious meal like this for supper and it not sitting on our belt line too bad. That was about 3/4 of a jug, of a 32-ounce jug. heavy cream. Now, kosher salt. That is a big pinch, a little over a teaspoon to start with. There's going to be salt in our cheese, so you don't need to go too crazy with it. Go ahead and add some garlic. Before we ever add cheese, we add seasonings. That's about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And actually, I think I want 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, because this dish can hold it. Stir in every time you add seasoning. 1 good dash of cayenne. This is a hot cayenne. Don't need a ton of it. Get that stirred in. Now we can start adding our cheese. Just a pinch of that Parmesan and white cheddar. Just a pinch. Go ahead and start stirring that. Nice and easy. That just gives it a flavor that's a little bit more rich, with different notes than just plain cheddar cheese. Now we've got that cheese block. It's a lot of cheese, y'all. It's macaroni and cheese. And shrimp. Keep it on a medium-low and continue to incorporate the cheese. It's going to change color here because that is a very yellow cheddar. Drain in the pasta. I believe this is going to be the perfect amount of pasta. Straight into the dish that I just boiled in, the pot, goes the macaroni. And it's al dente, a little pre-al dente, because it's going to cook in the oven here in a second. Now is when your shrimp go in, y'all. They're going to fully cook in the oven. Give that shrimp a stir with that pasta. They'll actually be fully cooked, y'all, when I add this cheese sauce, this bechamel. Creamy bechamel, y'all. Check that out. I'm gonna leave a little in the pot just to have as a treat here in a few minutes. Give it all a stir together to incorporate. Let me let you look at it. Check that out. Incorporate it all together. Now we're going to put it in that little casserole. Top it with our breadcrumb mixture and get it in the oven. Straight into the pan. Now this is hard to hold on to. It's gonna fill it up, y'all. This is an entire meal. When I do something like this, it's not just a side, it's the meal. Perfect. All right, remember these breadcrumbs, these panko breadcrumbs that have been buttered? Give them a good toss to incorporate all that butter as good as possible. And start covering the top. We're wanting a crunchy mac and cheese. Shrimpy mac and cheese. I told Lisa the other night, I was watching an old movie. Told Lisa I'm going to do a video pretty soon on all of the shrimp dishes that Bubba talks about in the movie Forrest Gump. Call it all of Bubba's shrimp dishes. Get it all on there. Look at that. Look how your hands work in the kitchen. Those tools that God gave you. Now, we're not done. We're going to shake just a little bit of seasoning on top of this. That same brown butter roasted garlic seasoning going right on top here. Y'all, this is what you call extreme comfort food. And you can make it at home. It's this easy. Don't be intimidated by the kitchen. Just for good measure, a drizzle of some good olive oil right on top, y'all. Straight into a 375-degree oven. It's going to take about 20 minutes or so. I'll let you know about how long it takes when I pull it out, if I can remember. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Hot and bubbly. All right, guys. I am not even attempting to grab this pan. It's hot. About 10 minutes in the oven, just long enough to brown the top here. Everything else is done. Those shrimp are fully cooked. They were cooked before they even went into the oven. I'll get some of this out and do a little taste test. This decadent shrimp mac and cheese. And that pan, Lord have mercy, is overflowing. Check that out, guys. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right, it's taste test time, guys. Now, there's a shrimp right here on top. Some of that panko on there, nice and crunchy. That bechamel sauce. I'm drooling. I'm drooling, y'all. It's absolutely perfect. Y'all, I'm just going to work on the shrimp here for a second. Peeled and deveined, perfectly poached inside of that as it was cooking. So it's not tough at all. Melts in your mouth almost. These noodles, it's the best mac and cheese I've ever had. And I have made this many, many times. But this is the first time I have done the addition of shrimp. I will definitely keep on doing this. This is a meal in its own. You don't need anything else. Just make sure that you have a smoothie for breakfast, a salad for lunch, then you can eat this for supper. Guys, I hope that you have a good day and a great week. Lord willing and the creek don't rise too high. We will see you on the next one.